We're going live, going live, going live, going live, going live for the Q&A. It's Friday afternoon and I physically don't know how I am actually awake at this moment because I am so freaking fracking exhausted. But it doesn't matter because we're back, here we go. We are here. Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where you don't do a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I am your host, Tom Grossi, and sadness, my friends. Sadness all around us. Sadness as we we come back the day after our first defeat of the season. Good God. So a lot going on. Before we start answering some questions, I apologize for my current demeanor. Just got back from work a little while ago, and I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, so a little tired right now, but we're going to get through. We're going to survive, and we're going to thrive. So, obviously, Packers suffering their first defeat last night against the Eagles, and the way that I would describe this is just a team losing effort in that every single aspect, whether it was special teams, whether it was defense, whether it was offense, hell, whether it was the referees, all really contributed to this loss last night. The special teams gave the Eagles an easy field to work with. The defense did not get any pressure on Carson Wentz and could not stop the run to save their life. And the offense stalled out and kicked field goals, and then there was some terrible play calling that also went along with it too, like throwing 4 times in a row on the 1-yard line and not trying to run it in with Aaron Jones. So, yeah, didn't make a whole lot of sense for that, but overall, the Packers, after 4 weeks, are sitting at 3-1. If you told me in the beginning of the year, the beginning of the season, that after 4 weeks the Packers would be 3-1, I'm not gonna lie, I'd take that. I would definitely take that. And so, I think there are definitely some positives to pull out there. The offense did as well as it has been, and there's a recognition of like, hey, we need to do better because if we play like that in October, we're gonna lose. We're definitely gonna lose. So, I think. Right now, we're okay, but yeah, the referee thing, I see more and more of that, especially on the very last play. That there was pretty blatant pass interference and it wasn't even reviewed, and at this point, I gotta be completely honest. The way I feel towards the refs are usually just gonna be anger and rage, but. I feel like we shouldn't have been in the position because we had so many opportunities to win that game. So, I can't even be mad because the refs have always been inconsistent whether we're reviewing pass interference calls or not. They've always been inconsistent. The only time that I was truly enraged was the Hail Mary, and hopefully we never have something like that again. But I think it's a matter of you need to play better to the point where you can't rely on the referees to either win or lose the game for you, because that's just how it's always going to be. The human error in the game, it's part of the NFL, unfortunately, and it kind of is what it is. But yeah, well, again, they're not always going to get the call right. They're not, unfortunately. And I always see that at the end of the game too. That it's whatever. What do you think about the Packers offensive coordinator? So Nathaniel Hackett, again, I think he's Hackett, excuse me. I think he's fine. Again, I think that having Jamal Williams out on the first freaking play from scrimmage for the Packers, it was a huge loss. Aaron Jones was exhausted by the end of the night, which was blatantly obvious. And kind of really worked into our game plan. We didn't have Dexter Williams suiting up, which I think was a problem. So, Jamal Williams obviously putting out there on the internet that he was okay. So, that is definitely a positive thing. But, we'll see if he's going to miss time. And then Devontae Adams, hopefully he's not going to miss any time with turf toe. So we'll see. With the Packers, I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a close game. The defense obviously, didn't look great, but it's a Thursday night game. It's a short week, and the Eagles are a good football team. I mean, listen, I know that they just they lost to to the Lions, but they are a good. Carson Wentz is a good quarterback, and he showed it last night. They came in with a game plan and got the ball out quickly and ran the ball, and it was effective as hell. And we need to clean up that run defense. We've been saying this now. This is the third week in a row that we're saying, hey, we need to clean it up. And then hopefully Mike Pettine's able to do it over these next few days. So we'll see. Do I think Melvin Gordon will play Sunday? He's literally, he cannot play on Sunday. He reported with the team, but he is not starting on Sunday. Adam's injury isn't bad. Yeah, it's turf toe, so hopefully that's going to be fine. How do you think about Aaron Jones in PPR? I think he's still a valid option. Absolutely. Again, I would say the Packers are going to be exposed. It's one game. So if this continuously happens, then there's a serious problem. But as of right now, on an anomaly that's a Thursday night game, I'm not going to take any stock in it. Understand, Luke. Understand. Yeah, I hear you, Luke. Again, there's a lot that we can fix, and a lot of it is easy fixes. Again, the offense looked as good as it has since the beginning of the season. I mean, that is a positive. Yes, it is against a banged-up Eagles defense, but you also had Brian Bulaga go out, which completely changed the game as well. So, no, I don't think we should get another wide receiver. Onward to Dallas. Got to stop Zeke and force Dak to throw the outside, clog the middle of the field. Yep, 100%. If we do not stop Ezekiel Elliott, we are going to lose that game. That's it. That's as simple as it possibly gets. And so, he might be the best running back we're going to play the rest of the year. So it will definitely be a good test for that Packers defense. Bears or Vikings? The Vikings, I think, have a more potent offense. My gut is telling me the Vikings are going to win, but I do want the Bears to win. So I still believe in the Packers D. Chiefs blowout win. I think it'll be closer than anticipated, but they'll win by a couple scores, I think. Don't know about Jamal Williams. And he said he's okay, but we'll see if he's actually okay. No, we don't need Jay Ajayi. Am I going to the Giants game this year? Don't know. We have to see about finances. Dragon Slayer, what's going on? Can Jimmy actually catch the ball? Hey, he caught 6 balls last night and 1 for a touchdown, so he was targeted 9 times. We'll see. What's going to be our record, I think? Right now it's sitting at 3-1. There are some ebbs and flows with the schedule, but I still think around 10-6 is a perfectly obtainable record right now. Thoughts on the pass interference call? It's human error. Again, there is no consistency with the NFL. I don't think that these challenging of the pass interference calls is going to be around next year. So right now we just kind of have to live with it. But, they've always been a nightmare. If you had your choice between McCarthy and LaFleur last night, who would you take? I still take LaFleur. I do. I still take LaFleur. Again, this offense showed how good it could be when it went down the field and scored in a minute before halftime. I like it. They're putting it together. Again, we knew that there was going to be growing pains, that this was going to be a process. We're only 4 games into the season. So, it's a Thursday night game after beating 2 really good opponents and 1, underwhelming but still satisfactory opponent. And we got surprised by the Eagles. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. On a shortened week, I'm not going to base it. We are going to see October will be a much better indicator of what this team is going to be. 100%. Not running on the one. I was screaming it last night. I didn't understand it then. I don't really understand it now, but there's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. And, with LaFleur, he's a young coach. Hopefully he doesn't make that mistake again. Do we need Oren Burks? Yes, we do need Oren Burks, because Oren Burks is definitely he's good at stopping the run. So we definitely need to clog the run. Show the screen. It's empty. I had this question last night. If the run is unsuccessful, what should we do at that point? Let A-Rod pass on and on. What should be the solution? That's a great question. If you can't get the run game going, what do? I don't think you could ever abandon it, because then you're just going to have linebackers drop back every single time, and it's going to make it more difficult to pass the ball. But the Eagles defense brought a lot of looks, especially after Bulaga went down, and it made our lives pretty miserable. But Aaron Jones is the kind of guy who will fight for yards, and if there's anything, it's a shortened week. There's a lot of things to be considered, but That's why you need that 1-2 punch of Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. I get it. They keep each other fresh, and they're nice. How do I say that? They flow very well together. Not having a good season, official Fanta? No, you're not. But you'll have a good draft pick if that makes you feel better. What do I think their record's going to be? Maybe they'll win like 1 or 2 games. If we lose next week, will 10 toasters be enough? No. But if we lose next week again, the sky isn't on fire just yet. Dallas is a good team right now, so. You keep seeing the Packers were on a short week, but so were the Eagles. Yes, 100%. And there was times where their play indicated that. Again, I don't think that this is it was the best Thursday night game, but for the Packers. So put it this way: the Eagles, on a short week, also coming off of 2 straight losses against the Falcons, and then coming off against the Lions, who have been underwhelming. They just got Alshon Jeffrey back, who was a major player last night. Again, they were able to put it together more quickly than we were, and we are a brand spanking new young team. They had our number last night, and then they were able to take advantage of it. So, am I happy on the offensive plate? I'm not happy. I mean, there's positives in that John Wallison got more involved, Jimmy Graham got more involved, but the running game was non-existent after Jamal Williams went down, and we stalled in the red zone a lot, especially those final 2 drives. So, there's room for improvement all around on all sides of the ball. But I think we can make those changes. We could fix. Freebird, I heard it was just turf toe. What position are we drafting next year? Oh God, inside linebacker still? Maybe, potentially. I would think something like that. Yeah, that'd be probably my first guess. We'll see. What do I think is in store for Carson Wentz's career? I think he's going to be a great quarterback still. I didn't understand why Eagles fans were freaking bailing on him already. He showed last night that he is a damn good quarterback. He is. You got to put some weapons around him, and he had some of those weapons back last night, and actually used Jordan Howard, but he was getting that ball out quick. He was killing us on the slants last night. Absolutely killing us. And they had a great game plan, and they were able to really completely ignore our pass rush. So, we'll see. D-line depth, I could see that. Focus on O-line. Yeah, you can never have enough good offensive linemen. I mean, you got Billy Turner. You obviously got Jenkins in there, too. But, yeah, it can't hurt to use a pick on a guy in the trenches. But I think Derek Barnett should have been suspended. I think he should have gotten ejected, to be completely honest. And if he doesn't get fined, I don't understand at all. Probably not green. Thank you for the $1.99. Can't stop the run. We have Zeke next week, 200 yards. Yeah, if we can't stop the run, then we're in big, big trouble. Dalvin Cook, Freeman with Lindsey, and Jordan Howard last night with Miles Sanders tore that defense up. But, we had the pass rush down, just not last night. So I think we definitely need to fix the run. But I feel like this is what happens almost every single year. 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? 3 years ago, we were really good, in a run defense until we played the Cowboys and Zeke ran all over us. And we're like, oh, never mind, we're not good anymore. Do we need Jimmy Graham? I don't. Because Jay Sternberger is out and we're already paying him this year, sure. Next year, no. I'm done. I'm done with Jimmy Graham. Tom, is it funny how Bears fans who haven't said a word about Packers since we beat them and now we lose one game and they come out of hibernation? That's fine. That's fine. We already beat them in their house. We'll just beat them at ours later. Adams just seems turf toe. Could the 49ers make the playoffs? They could. I think they could. I think they're stumbling into a good record a little bit, but, you never know. This NFC is wide freaking open, man. I feel like the Eagles are definitely going to be there as well. So, probably not green, $1.99. Have a good night with the toaster. Been a while. Yep. It's been a while, my old friend. It was shocking. Who do I think is going to be the Super Bowl? Probably Patriots. Because death taxes in the New England Patriots being in the Super Bowl. And then for Menacee, again, it's wide open. Wide open. Let's see. Ravens have a chance? Sure. They need to clean up a little bit, but yeah. Is our season over? No. Our season is not even close to being over yet. Guys, if you told me in the beginning of the year that for the first 4 games where we went against the Bears away, the Vikings, Broncos, and Eagles, we would have been 3-1, I would have taken that every single day. Every single day of the week. Like, that's a good record. Again, the sky isn't falling. The Eagles showed up. They were the better team. You know what? I don't want to say that they're the best. They are the ones who were able to adjust and take advantage of the opportunities that they were given, and we were not. That's it, at the end of the day. Am I concerned about the Packers? Sure. I was concerned about the Packers when we were winning because, there was a couple of... Listen, look at the Bears game, the Vikings game, and Broncos game. Broncos game, I'll say we won. But, look at the Vikings game and look at the Bears game. Both of those games could have gone the other way real quickly. And we could right now be 1-3. But we're not. We're on the other side of that. So I think there's definitely optimism. And if that defense, which I'm hoping Thursday, last night was an anomaly. If we get that offense going, it's going to be disgustingly good. It is going to be disgustingly good. And that team's going to be very difficult to beat. So, again, we could easily be sitting at 2-2, 1-3, but we're not. We're 3-1. We get a little bit of a break, and now we're good. Who would you rather have, QB, Brady or Rodgers? I would have rather have Rodgers. I think Brady and Belichick are absolutely perfect together. Brady is not Brady without being in that system. Rodgers, I think, with that flexibility that he has, I think that he could do it with 0 weapons as well, without Bill Belichick as his head coach. Yeah, it's still early, guys. Still early. So, we'll see. Lions are probably not going to win on Sunday. If they do, I will look at them very differently. So, Chiefs vs. Patriots AFC Championship. Yep, I go with the Patriots just because, death, taxes, that whole thing. So, all right. So, do I blame Graham for that one-handed drop? No, I don't. Again, if you change a couple of plays last night, Mason Crosby doesn't kick it out of bounds. The special teams doesn't completely crap the bed when Sanders returned it. There's not the strip sack. The Packers, or we score on any of those last 2 drives, or we convert touchdowns instead of field goals. Then we potentially win. So we're gonna be okay. Of course, the turnover played a big role, but we'll be okay. If Jamal Williams is out, then yeah, Dexter Williams will most likely be in. So Ravens probably will win the North. So we'll see. If the Lions win on Sunday, should the rest of the NFC North be scared? If they somehow pull off a win against the Chiefs, yes, I will look at the Lions of oh, okay, I underestimated you highly. So we'll see. We will see. But all right. Yes, Barnett should have been ejected. We'll see. All right, everybody. What would I do for a Klondike bar? 98, because I'm allergic to it. But, no, we're not drafting a QB next year, and I don't want to either. All right. So, with that, I am going to go to dinner, and then I'm going to go to sleep, because I'm running on 3 hours right now. But I'm going to try to put out another video tomorrow, because, hell, why not? And I'm still debating. There is potential there will be a stream on Sunday. I might do the Vikings-Bears game. We'll kind of see how it goes. So we will see about that. But guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Check out all the things on the things. I don't know. I'm so tired right now. I can't even function. But thank you so much for watching, you beautiful people. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, we'll be fine. Go Pack Go.